Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Arnold Setiadi, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the three P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started.
Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woo! And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patty. Happy birthday to you, to me. Arigato, all the blessings. Thanks for all the messages, y'all. Good energy. It's crazy. June 5th, y'all. The day Patty was born, 1998. 27, y'all, this year. So I've just been really reflective past couple of days, past weeks, honestly, because I know when June's around the corner, I'm already thinking about my birthday and all that stuff. So just grateful for everybody. I'm going to send all my flowers to everybody and all that stuff. But welcome, y'all. Episode 39. My goodness, we're almost at 40. It's crazy. Time is flying by. But let's enjoy episode 39. We have a special episode today, a recap, lessons and laughter. Ha ha ha. This is coming out on my birthday. Thanks again, everybody. Arigato, terima kasih, xie, obrigado, gracias, all the languages. Thank you for all the blessings. I'm so grateful. On this episode 39, we're going to recap the past, I believe, 10 episodes, if I got that right. I have my notes right here. If you see why I'm looking left and right, there isn't a shawty over there, I promise. I wish, so around 10 episodes, starting from the season 3 mid-season recap. So to get things going, we have switched the Patty Show. I don't know if you guys have noticed, to a seasonless show. So no seasons, but full of seasoning, good energy, a lot of great guests this past couple of 10 episodes or so like that. Just wanted to give a huge shout out to, the man to kick off with episode 29. Pleasure, unlocking your potential, embracing body positivity. My brother, Chris Hudson. Arigato, my man. Thank you for that fun time. The studio, I got to go back, man. It was a fun time. Shout out to you again, man, for coming after that crazy scare. We mentioned on the podcast, but our boy Chris over there, he got into a car accident, got rear-ended, and unfortunately, he was a little dazed. He called me like a couple moments after it happened because he was on the way to the studio near Burbank, and I honestly just was shook. I didn't even know what to say. It was crazy, and I'm glad he's okay. Glad we got to go through the episode. A lot of great, amazing nuggets over there. A mentor of mine in the entertainment space. He's a great singer. Y'all gotta catch all of his, musical talent, all of his acting, voice acting, all that stuff. He's in a lot of bands. So shout out to you, my boy. Chris, miss you, my boy. We got to connect soon. Maybe go to the spa. He recommends going to the spa. So, that's a really good tip that I'd like to give you guys on my 27th. I'm feeling like my joints are achy sometimes. I can't lie to you. 27, damn. I can't imagine 57. But yeah, I feel like self-pleasure, one of the other pillars of the Patty Show is very important. I need to take my advice, honestly, because the other day, I was playing soccer, been consistent. Shout out to all my meta people and everyone out there playing soccer, being motivating, all that good stuff. But for some reason, the day after, my bottom of my heels, like the fascia, what is it? That meaty part of the heel right there on the bottom, for some reason, just was so much pain down there. I literally didn't want to get out of bed because every time I stepped, or even like curled my toes, not OnlyFans content now, the Patty Show podcast, OnlyFans coming out soon. But literally every time I curled my toes or like stepped on my heel, it was just excruciating pain, like crazy. The fact that I'm standing up right now, actually, I feel so blessed. It's the gratitude. There's so much gratitude this past year. I'm just so grateful. So the fact that it was really painful. I forgot to, fully stretch out after playing soccer and didn't give myself, ample time to rest and relax. So I think this next year I'm going to really try to prioritize myself. And that's something I'm going to really go back into for this episode. But Yeah, Chris Hudson. I appreciate you, my brother. I think the YouTube is Chris J Hudson and all that good stuff. So thank you again. You can find it all on the Patty Show Podcast at Patty Show Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, on YouTube, website pattyshow.podbean.com, and of course, pattysetiadi.com/podcast. So you guys got to check out that amazing episode. Talked about a lot of great things. It was just super inspiring to be in that studio. And one day, we'll get some upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, my room over here. I don't know if you guys remember the first ever recap episode with the Patty Show. I did add some upgrades over here. I don't think the curtain was there just yet, but Sleep Out. See, I don't know if you guys can do it. Sleep Out. See, sponsored by Sleep Out. We mentioned it. I'm pretty sure on James, miss you, my brother, James Stanciel's episode. I think I was talking about how my boy Gali, miss you, my boy too. Shout out to Gali. You guys know him. I'm gonna do some flag football for Indonesia. Represent. But he recommended this shade from Sleep Out. It kind of makes things sleepier when you go to sleep. I love my spot in K-Town, and it's also great that they have lights outside for safety. But with these blinds, I don't know if you guys see, it's like the ones that just came with it. They don't cover that light that much. And I love my light, like my light over here that's making me look like a chicken nugget glowing. Arigato light. It's really hard to sleep. I'm a very sensitive sleeper, if that makes sense. So light comes in my eyes and I'm just like, I need to wake up. Temperature is another thing for me. So I need everything to be kind of ample, especially waking up at, like 4:15 for the personal training, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm glad I had this Sleep Out. I've had this for a while now and it's been really good. It's how it works is they're like suction cups over there and then there's some Velcro. You attach it to the window, like the glass part. It just like sound effects. We're going to get that eventually on the Patty Show. But yeah, a little suction cup action on the cups over there. And yeah, you just attach it. It can go to anywhere. It's portable. I haven't brought it around anywhere because usually most blinds are pretty chill in like hotels or even like hostels, except for this one hostel I went to. Shout out to that. I'll talk about that story eventually when I get to my Seattle adventures. But yeah, I'm so grateful. This has helped me, sleep better. Like I said, 4:15, waking up that early. It's crazy. But it's super worth it because I have amazing clients that inspire me a lot, honestly. I have people that, lawyers that teach at law school. Some people are moms. Some are soon to be moms. Some are single moms. A lot of moms, actually. Yeah. So shout out to all the moms, but also everyone's like super diverse. There's a lot of great people that always give me the best energy, support me from all my creative endeavors as well. So shout out to you guys. Little quick shout out though to my sisters that I train, the Friedberg sisters, Alina and Nikki. Got this cute little koala. Arigato, happy birthday, Patty, happy birthday. Oh, thanks, koala guy. I appreciate you. So he's my guest today on the Patty Show. I don't fully have a name for him just yet. I just call him Koala for now. But if you guys can think of a cute name for our buddy Koala here, let me know. He's very spontaneous. He's from Australia. One of the sisters, they went to Australia. They were killing it over there, working hard. Both of them, they just work hard every time. That's why I have to give them the hardest exercises. So shout out to you guys for keeping up with the Patty punishments and all the exercises and everything and the bonuses. You guys, if you know, you know. But yeah, so she got me this cute little souvenir. So I joke sometimes though that this koala is the reason why the exercises are harder. So leave it as you will, So shout out to our buddy Koala here. If you guys can think of a name, arigato, arigato. Thanks a lot, sisters. Keep killing it, y'all. You guys can actually find them on my fitness channel on Instagram. I'm gonna lock in more for the 27th. Hold me to it, y'all. At Patty Setiadi Fitness, PATTYSETIADIFITNES. And yeah, that also has of course, my little brother, the double J, Julian Setiadi. Juju, my boy, just graduated recently. And he did a bodybuilding show. I don't know if you guys saw all the stories, but man, such an inspiration, man. Gotta have you on the podcast soon. So proud of you. That was such an amazing journey from January up until, I believe, when did we? April, I think, is when the show was. You were locked in the whole time. Obviously, there was ups and downs, finding, trying to fit in the college life, a little extra, cerveza, if you know what I'm talking about, all the good stuff and the good sweets and everything. But that's life. That's fitness. I've realized that it's always going to be going around, but as long as you keep it integrating your lifestyle, keep it fun, keep fitness fun again. It's one of my mottos. And sustainably enjoyable. I mean, you can do anything really. Maybe don't go too crazy, because I have gone crazy a couple times with like food and stuff. But yeah, finding that balance. I'm super proud of you, my man. Double J, Juju, man, killing it. Y'all got to check it out on my Instagram. Also, his is Juju Lifts. I'm pretty sure JujuLifts. You can find it on the page at Patty Setiadi Fitness. But super great inspiration, super fun time. Even though it was a quick trip to Connecticut, kind of like a business trip. Because I kind of just like flew to New York, worked a little bit, went to Connecticut, flew back, same from graduation. But it just all comes down to that gratitude. I was going to say gratuity, but also gratuity is important, because you got to tip your waiters out there. Shout out to all the waiters. Love you all so much. Speaking of my dad, shout out to you, pops. Waiter lifestyle. Chef for a lot of his life, most of our lives living, honestly, still working there. So appreciate you greatly. And I think this is the perfect transition for the short film that's going to be coming out real soon. Right now, we released the Seed and Spark, which is kind of like the Kickstarter website. It's a crowdfunding website for a lot of like artists, short films, music videos, all that stuff, different people that are trying to make art for the people, for themselves, and for the different communities out there. So shout out to my brother, Arnold Setiadi. Hasn't been on the podcast yet, but we're going to get him. Everybody's been guilt tripping him because we are on episode 39. We have guests from San Diego, from Boston, from all over the world, and still haven't had my brother that lives with me. So we love you, my boy. Proud of you for making this short film. But this short film, you can find the links. It should be on my page at Patty Setiadi. If not, I'll share it around. But please, y'all, if y'all can support in any way possible, there's a page that you can, give a follow. The more followers, the better. Easy, just make a quick little Google account, booply bopply boop. And then if you have Google, okay, well, I'm glad I noticed the technical difficulties. That's what happens when you have a podcast for 39 plus episodes. So grateful, learning from all the different mistakes. But yeah, the mic was a little off, so we're back. Yeah, speaking of what we were talking about, Google. Yes, if you don't have Google, I'm sure you can make an easy account for the Seed and Spark campaign. But yeah, so this short film, short story, this short vibe, it's honestly a little cool snippet of our lives, the Setiadi family, specifically where me, Arnold, and a lot of my siblings, we work at the restaurant that our dad also works at. And it's a lot of fun, energy, positivity, some drama, some sadness. There's some real life, I wouldn't say full like real life instances that happen. There's some instances that kind of happened in our lives. I can't spoil too much, but it's based on a true story, of course, based on our lives. It's not the full kind of story. There's definitely like the narrative aspect of it to make it more performative and everything like that. But it's a fun time. Immigrant father and his relationship with his, super ambitious son that's going to an Ivy League school. And there's some tension when a missing paycheck gets taken from him. So I'll leave you guys with that. But we're trying to have a good energy. If you guys have ever worked in a restaurant, you guys know how hectic, fun, and just unbelievable it is working at a restaurant. So we're trying to encapsulate that. So tune into that. Donate to the Seed and Spark link and all that stuff. Let's get more followers. Share with people. If you're just trying to share and spread the word of this Chinese Indonesian American story, support us. Do all that good stuff. So I'm really excited for that project to eventually come out, and yeah, so grateful for that. We'll have him on the show soon to talk more about it when it comes closer to release and everything like that. But as a project, I'm super excited for. Love those short films. And backtracking again, speaking of short films, shout out to NIFTY, National Film Festival for Talented Youth, I believe. Let's see if I got that right. Man, what a great festival, y'all. That was a super fun time. Seattle, I love you. I love you guys so much down there. Up there, technically up there. Super fun time. It was my second time there, and yeah, I just learned so much about myself in that film festival, doing all the networking, meeting people, just vibing out and learning from all these super talented youth. Crazy to say that because I'm turning 27. I feel like, my goodness, literally had 16, 17-year olds submitting stuff, and it was just super inspirational. It made me like really think like, wow, I'm getting old. But also the balance of, I'm still young. There's still a lot for me to do out there. And I want to keep pursuing my passion and my personal paradise, just like my other guests that I wanted to thank for the past season, quote unquote, 10 episode chunk. Episode 30, Positivity, Unleashing Your Inner Sunshine with Cedric and Victoria. Oh my goodness, flowers for y'all. Just spoke about Nifty, but they're the reason I wasn't Nifty, because if y'all didn't watch that movie, rhythmic exercise with Priyadi, man, that whole process, I talk about it in the film. Well, not in the film, because my lines are all Indonesian, but I talk about it in the podcast episode with them. But man, that was such a great process for me coming to LA finally. I think it was my first couple of weeks in LA. I was working multiple jobs, all that, the restaurant work. Shout out to everyone over there, production assistant stuff, Squid Games, all that. And I got this role because of a friend of a friend of a friend kind of vibe, Shout out to my boy Max, of course, from my brother Arnold. So it just all kind of came together, and the whole audition process, like, I was tired that night. I was late also submitting, and I didn't think I was ready, honestly, to just do it. And my brother was like, hey man, you got it, bro, let's do it. It was a long day of work, and I was like, you're right, shoot or shoot. And I did my thing, hair down and all, doing the dance. I didn't know the choreo too, the lyrics, not the lyrics, the lines for the whole thing. Just, I just kind of winged it and was looking at the computer and everything, but it worked out. Blessings. I'm so grateful, God. Amazing. Everyone in the crew. Oh man, I can't shout out everyone, but flowers to all y'all. Y'all killed it. Super fun time. Definitely don't recommend watching it with family. On my group chat, shout out my EHA boys. I forgot who said it on the chat, but essentially they were saying how they were watching softcore, prawn, let's say. So it really isn't recommended for family viewing, but it's a fun time if you want to learn some aerobics. I feel like if you do the whole routine, burn like 250 calories or something. If you go a little extra, especially with the extra gyrating movements, probably 300 calories. So that was such a great experience. Thank you guys for being so vulnerable and sharing about the whole filmmaking process, especially young Indonesian filmmakers killing it in the scene right here. Y'all inspire me. Younger than me, but you guys have a lot of experience. And I love y'all. Setting the best. Come back to the Patty Show. Better connect soon. Arigato, y'all. All right. And then next we have episode 31, Passion, Unlocking Your Purpose with Another Artist. My brother, Leo Calderas. Wow, look at that. Elegante. That Mexican vibe right there, my boy. Bro, thanks for coming to the Patty Show, man, again. So grateful for you. It was a long time coming. In the episode, we talk about how we met, y'all. Run club, random night, good vibes. He's the one that introduced himself. So I appreciate you for not being shy and just going for it, man. We did the whole 3 miles at Thursday night, talking the whole time while we're running. So that was insane. I'm gonna have to get back into that because I don't know if I can do that again. But from the get go, it was just good energy. He got to meet Unique, of course. Shout out to Unique, and we had some fun running as well, vibing. Went to the Indonesian what was it? Indonesian DJ set. This man Leo, bro, he's down to do it all. That's my boy. Shout out to you, brother. I think we're gonna watch that movie later, so it's gonna be a fun time, and I'm just excited to connect again. I love the little nuggets of knowledge that you gave on the Patty Show about balancing the art and then the analytical stuff, because you do all that coding stuff. But it's so cool that you can balance both of them, and I'm so proud of the work that you're doing. Can't wait for more music and more projects coming soon. So keep doing your thing. Y'all gotta watch that episode. It was a fun time. We were laughing. Thanks for hosting me at your place, by the way, too. Crib is always amazing. And yeah, arigato. Love you, brother. You're the best, man. All right. And of course, we're shifting towards a seasonless show. Okay. That's when we hit episode 32, Empowering Your Life with Owen Nathaniel. Another young Indonesian filmmaker. He's a storyteller. He does it all. The orchestra. He's everything. One man band, literally. I want to appreciate you coming on the Patty Show. Thanks for making rhythmic exercise with reality so fun as well, man. I'm sorry that I gave you trauma for all the sound effects and all the noises that I made. If you guys watch it, I don't want to spoil too much. Let's just say a lot of grunting, a lot of passion. So that was a interesting thing to I'm sure to edit. So thank you for listening to me over and over again. I love you, my man. Thanks for giving the good energy, and shout out to you for that tea, man. That was bomb that day, man. Woo! I forget the name of the tea, but we're gonna have to make a tea brand, Pat Tea Show brand, something like that. But thanks for sharing, and you, man. If you guys didn't watch the episode, I mentioned a lot about his old projects and that time capsule that is like YouTube and the internet. So for any of those young artists out there, or even people that have already made art when they were younger, try not to delete, or at least try not to delete your old YouTube videos or content, because it's always nice to look back at it. Obviously, sometimes it is cringe or whatever. Like me and my family, we got some funny clips out there. One day it'll come out. But yeah, after watching it, I kind of feel relieved that they aren't like in the abyss somewhere, because it helps you take you back like a little time capsule. So yeah, Owen had a lot of great memories and projects in YouTube at such a young age. Shout out, was it Te Boto or Te Sosos? I forgot what it was, man. Fruit teas, the fruit tea with Patty, So shout out to that, man. Y'all got to check it out. Great episode with Owen, and peace and love to you, my brother. Arigato. All right, we're moving along. We got episode 33. Pleasure. Let's get the party started with my brother. You know who it is. Anthony Page, personal trainer. Finally got one of my personal trainer homies out there. Man, Anthony, thanks for coming, bro, to the random park, Central Park, Playa Vista. Man, it was such a random day. It was a little gloomy, but you made it out, man. And I'm so grateful, man. I'm just super grateful because if y'all don't know, this is, guys, the other trainer that comes with me in the morning. I'm usually there around 5. Sometimes I see him at 5:30. I can't lie to you. So I appreciate you being there, because it can be, I wanted to say scary being there alone, but more like it gets lonely, guys, crack of dawn. And also like, man, it's tiring, guys, like I mentioned earlier. But like I said, it's worth it, very much so. But that first couple of minutes, the gym, for example, doesn't open until like almost 5 on the dot. So what happens is sometimes I get there like 4:56, right? Timer on my Apple Watch. 2 minutes. That 2 minutes, I just lay down, try to get 2 minutes of rest. And the second it goes beep bop boop on my wrist, I'm like, oh God, this is tough. But it's always worth it, like I said. So grateful. Anthony, man, you've taught me a lot, man. And you're a youngin' as well, man. Killing it in the game. Been a trainer for a while, doing all your things. Thanks for sharing also about your journey with Christianity as well. You guys got to watch that episode. We talk a little bit about bands, also a lot of those different punk rock bands and everything. All American Rejects, I love them. Fall Out Boy, all that stuff, Voice acting, arigato. And yeah, it was a super fun time, man. Super insightful. Thanks for sharing about how you got into personal training, and you've always been a super motivating guy to me, man, and super good energy in the crack of dawn. So thanks for being a great partner as well, man. You my boy. Love you, my man. Arigato. All right, moving on along. Episode 34, The Key to Well-Being with Felicita Stella. Oh, another nifty girl right here. Shout out Indonesian royalty as well. Arigato. Terima kasih. Stella, I appreciate you greatly. Thanks for teaching me the whole dance for that short film, because it was hard. I think you remember the practices. Yeah, it took me a while to grasp. There you go. In English, grasp the concept, because I haven't done that type of dancing in ages. So it was a fun time, and you really helped me digest all the moves and everything. So grateful for you. Thanks for sharing everything that you had, all the knowledge when it comes to the whole LGBTQ community and everything. You're proud over there doing your thing. Happy Pride Month also to those that celebrate. This is out in June. Shout out to everyone over there, sending blessings, positivity, prosperity, pleasure, of course, passion, positivity again, of course, and your personal paradise. So shout out to that. That was a super fun time. Thanks for also giving out those dating tips to everybody. Shoot your shot, do your thing. And she shot her shot to her girlfriend, super strong out here. Girl, what a great line. You guys got to watch the whole episode to see the amazing gem that is her pickup line. So it's pickup line, but it works. So if you guys try the pickup line and it works, send her a message. But Stella, I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing all the energy, the passion, and the good vibes always. Arigato, sis. All right, now we got episode 35, Sunshine in Your Life, of course, with the dynamic duo. Nicholas Chen and Desmond Lo, Chi Hong Lo, as they call him, Jun Tian, all that stuff. I'm still learning all the different names. He has a lot of names, my boy Desmond. Yeah, so shout out to these young Indonesian filmmakers, man. Y'all inspire me, man. It was such a fun episode. We did talk about dating again as well. LA dating's a little tough out here, we've mentioned. And shout out to my boy Nick for telling us about the app that I think also Lucario, miss you, my boy, used to find his girlfriend, a Christian app. So, hey, man, sometimes you got to use the Christian apps. But the only problem with that is I think, yeah, his girlfriend was in San Diego and he's like near the valley. So these apps, for some reason, just keep the distance so long. I don't understand. But yeah, both of you guys are killing it, man. The movie Glodok, amazing. Not just because my brother's leading in it, and also a lot of great people that I know that I will tease eventually, have episodes coming soon. But yeah, man, it was just so gut-wrenching, the whole emotional part near the climax and everything. Don't want to spoil much, but man, if y'all don't know about Glodok, so it's essentially based on some true stories that happened in 98 in Indonesia, that happened in the Chinatown of Indonesia. Mainly affected a lot of the Chinese Indonesians over there, but also Indonesians in general. It was a lot of crazy riots, looting, people getting like assaulted and all that stuff. It's crazy, crazy sad time. But it's about this husband has a wife that's, going to give birth, but she's sick and all this stuff, doesn't have the money to, go through the different procedures and everything like that. So it's really a gut-wrenching story. I realize my brother plays a lot of those characters that's like very sad, emotional. There's layers and levels, and I play, someone that shakes his booty and wears booty shorts and is an aerobics instructor. So I guess we have different typecasts, out there. But yeah, it's a really great, fun, transformative time. Thanks y'all for coming to the podcast. I know you guys both had busy schedules. That was also my first time meeting Desmond, but we clicked like that, man. Nick, appreciate you greatly. Got to see the fam again, play some badminton again, sensei, all that stuff. Malaysia trip, let me know, Desmond. We're going to get it popping. And yeah, we're going to have a fun time. Desmond's also killing it with the whole, new short film that's coming out. Something good going on. So shout out to you, my boy. And arigato, all that good stuff, man. All right. Next episode. Sorry, it's my hair is all over the place, y'all. Episode 36, Passion, Heartbeat of Success with Cassie Greer. Come on now. Shout out Nifty, okay? Literally brought us together. Y'all got to watch the episode. But man, it's just crazy because I didn't know her like literally, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago or something like that. I met her in Seattle. So Cassie, what a great moment. We just were at a networking event. I wasn't a filmmaker, just one of the actors. And I was like, hey man, it's going to network, vibe with people. And she also came solo and she was just vibing. And we had that positivity, that passion. And we were stuck through the whole entire networking session, vibing together, meeting good people. And who would have thought that she would be on the Patty Show? So Cassie, I thank you so much for your good energy, for the warmth. Thanks for, not running away from seeing me in my booty shorts in the short film. So I appreciate you greatly for the support, the energy always. And, your family like me, we got you. Thanks for also being vulnerable and sharing. Also, again, dating scene with LA, ghetto, it sucks. So like she said, shoot your shot, y'all. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Do your thing. She's also another great filmmaker, producer. She does everything, honestly. There's so many things I could list out. She's inspiring as heck, and just praying for the best for you, girl. Thank you again for coming to the Patty Show, even though, like I said, we probably have talked for less than like 40 hours or something, but feels like we've been connected forever. And I appreciate your friendship, your energy, and arigato. Thanks for coming to Cody's birthday party as well. Oh man, I just appreciate you, Cassie. You're the best girl. Arigato, arigato. All right, next we got episode 37, Living Your Why with Zaira Ramirez. One of my OGs right here, Zaira. Appreciate you, West Coast girl now. So if y'all watch the show, that episode, you know we've known each other since college, and crazy to say, but yeah, this weekend I think is my 5 year reunion from graduating. So yeah, I was a sophomore when she was a freshman, so it's about to be almost 10. It's approaching 10 years. Let's say that. But Zyra from day one's always been a OG to me. Always super real. Always having a fun time. I love how passionate you are about nursing, and also how proud you are of being Mexican and just embracing your identities and being such a good person. It's always easy to hit up. I mentioned on the episode whenever I'm in New Haven, she's like, "Oh yeah, pull up all that stuff." When she was in Boston, it was super easy to get stuff done. It's really hard to plan certain things because people's schedules are over the place. And this girl is busy as heck, man. I'm telling you, from like all the nursing shifts and everything. But we find a way to connect, and I appreciate you greatly. Thanks for sharing all the travel advice. Our people at Chase, you got to sponsor the Patty Show. Stop playing, Chase, and of course Capital One. What's in your wallet? Sponsored eventually, and all that stuff. But Azara, keep doing your thing. So proud of you. Can't wait to see what's next for you, next chapter. And yeah, arigato. All right. And of course, recent episode 38. Positivity, spreading love and kindness with another Indonesian filmmaker, Max Tepper. Arigato, my brother. One of the reasons why I got that role as someone that would shake his booty and has short shorts as an aerobic instructor, Indonesian aerobics instructor in the early 2000s. So, Max, what a great episode, man. We learned a lot about you that your name isn't truly Max, or should I call you Harrison, But yeah, man, thanks for being so real with everybody, all your fun travel stories. I'm glad you got to travel a lot too, because like I said, when you're young, you got to enjoy it while you can. No kids that we know of, no relationships, just vibing, learning about ourselves, learning about cultures, learning about life. So it was a fun episode. Y'all got to check it out. Recent episode. So grateful for you, my man. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for always supporting the Setiadis, man. Always supporting my brother, supporting me. Everybody, man. So keep doing your thing. Thanks for making me a misogynist in your short film. You guys have to check that out also eventually. But I'm an Andrew Tate type character. And like I mentioned, me and my brothers have certain typecasts. So I'm a misogynist. And I'm Patty. Thank you very much. Don't clip that, please. Thank you very much. But yeah, man, it was a great episode. Y'all got to check it out. Full of energy, positivity, laughs, and fun travel stories. Shout out Sweden, Bali, all that good stuff. Arigato. But yeah, man, that's all those episodes. Quick little recaps of everything. I'm so grateful, man. Like 27 is crazy to say. I remember, I wouldn't say I remember being seven. Seven is just my lucky number, but I think I have some glimpse of my time when I was younger, and I'm recapping, trying to get a little emotional, but even though I feel like there's still a lot for me to do and pursue, and there's still a lot for me to chase, because I still want to reach that personal paradise and just keep going, I'm so grateful for the person I've become and that I've grown to, that younger Patrick before, really proud of me. And I think everyone should do this, but you guys got to give flowers to yourselves. The Patty Show, I love giving flowers to people, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart when I give these flowers. And I'm reminded, turning 27, I have to give flowers to myself. So, how to start? Patty, flowers to you, Patty, for being patient with the process, even when it's tough. There's some days I do feel like stopping doing the podcast, stopping doing, the personal training, stop doing all that stuff that I'm passionate about. There was a little stint where I took a little break from posting episodes, and obviously it was because traveling to Nifty and all that stuff, not making excuses and anything. But I'm just proud of my patience, and beyond that, I'm also proud of the consistency that I'm trying, even when, whether it's like, fitness goals, sometimes it's not consistent. I'm finding a way back, and it's tough. Life is tough. I'll be real with you, but not trying to make excuses and just pushing through. Not the P word. It's something I want to give flowers to myself. And one final flower is just being grateful to be here, y'all. I'm grateful. My future self, when you're watching this, just be happy. Whatever that is in that time, maybe when I'm 30, happiness is, I don't know, being on an island with coconuts. 35, maybe island with coconuts and a kid. Just be happy, man. Enjoy the moment. You can't go back, whether that's good or bad. I remember, man. I'm really going back in the years, but yeah, I just remember the simple days. Kindergarten. I was in Norwalk, Asian kid, bullied a little bit here and there, but I remember the joy I had just running around, being free, not really worrying about much. There was a time that I did drink some Gatorade that was actually pee. And I'm not saying I miss drinking pee, guys, okay? But I miss the little things. I remember my mom picked me up that day. It was just simple times. And I just want this message for my future self and everybody else. Just enjoy the little things. Uh, Today, for example, it was raining a little bit. And, there was some dirt on my car and everything. But I really sat down in my car. Shout out to the Mazda CX-5. Pearl, I love you, Pearl, because she is white. the car. And I remember when I took the public transit in LA, I didn't have a car. I remember before when I didn't have a license to drive, and a lot of my friends picked me up, dropped me off. I appreciate every one of y'all. And I remember when my dad didn't have a car and stuff like that. So yeah, just it's little things, y'all. And I mentioned the whole thing with the feet. Had some great episodes coming up with some amazing people. Don't want to spoil too much, but I'm just grateful to be able-bodied. Not a lot of people can do what I do, like the simple things. I'm not even talking about podcasting, I'm talking about like standing up, being healthy. I'm not like 2% body fat, whatever, but I'm not in the hospital and being sick. So I just pray for everyone out there. Sorry. Uh, I'm just, I don't know if I'm fully fleshed out the story. I talk about it in Romel's episode. But I remember going to Indonesia during COVID. Long story short, but the surprise, my grandpa Padeni, not blood related, but he basically a grandpa to our family. I talk about it in the episode, but I remember exactly having him on my lap on the way to the hospital, him almost lifeless. And it was just so hard to see him like that. So I want to live my best life for him, for everybody that's not feeling well. He's one of those people that always inspired me. Always looked at the good for people, even when it seemed like there was no good at all. He would give money when he had no money. This a true inspiration, man. So shout out Opa Denny. Thank you so much, man, for the opportunity to see you that last time. Man, sorry. So I'm just grateful, man. I'm grateful to have this show, pursuing my dreams, my passions. I'm not gonna let anything stop me, y'all. This is just the beginning, It's gonna be scary hours. I want to apologize for crying because that's what we do. We cry because we're passionate on the Patty Show. I'm just so grateful because I remember when I had nothing at all. Literally, sleeping in a room. Everyone's all cramped up, super hot. Just been super reflective, y'all, because of the short film that's coming out, and just being 27, grateful in LA, pursuing my dream with my brother and everybody supporting, everyone just giving me all of the good energy. Like, oh, man, I'm just so grateful. The past couple of weeks have been tough because I've had moments where I felt like, I was alone. I know everyone's busy and I'm just doing my thing. Like I said, waking up early can be tough. But I know everyone's rooting for me and I'm rooting for them. So I'm so grateful. I just want to say that out there. Flowers. Flowers Batty, man. You're locked in there, brother. Do your thing. I'm so grateful for everybody. Everyone give me the love, whoever you are, wherever you are. Thank you. Arigato. That's why I love saying it. It is a gimmick a little bit because, I'm Asian and got the man bun. But it's something that helps ground me and remind me of the tough days. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I don't want to compare, but it could be worse. I've been through a lot of crazy stuff in my life. One day I'll fully flesh it out. But this moment right now, I'm in bliss. I'm in that momentum. I'm in that vibe. I'm grateful. I have a great job, multiple jobs, a lot of people supporting me, like I said, good energy. And what more can I ask for, guys? Arigato, all that good stuff. We're on episode, 39 of the Patty Show, and more to come, more blessings. So my little flowers section for myself and for everyone out there, just be grateful, be happy, find time. Happiness can be your choice, So try to find the good stuff. And man, I'm just so grateful. So, goddamn. It was good to let it out. Arigato, y'all. So grateful. I haven't even gone to the segments of this episode. It has been very reflective. But let's try to get some of the little segments and questions that are going to get answered. So that was the flower and rain segment of the Patty Show, I guess. Super grateful. Now we're transitioning, y'all. So like I mentioned, we're having seasons on the Patty Show now. So it's just one little big encyclopedia. It's really nice to go back into it. So grateful. Oh my God, my eyes are glowing right now. But some top takeaways from the guests. I kind of mentioned a lot of them through the show, but man, I'm just so grateful. I'm going to say it a million times, but this show has really given me a great purpose. I'm glad I could feed into it. I'm excited for what's more to come. I want to explore more into different avenues, maybe streaming. My cousin mentioned how streaming is fun, and it was fun seeing her stream that time. And maybe I can do some fitness streaming. I don't know. I'm just open to it all. 27, young, hungry, still gonna lock in, have fun, do my thing, travel more, all that good stuff. This season, what resonated with me, honestly, is we talked a lot about imposter syndrome, and I'm gonna be real with you, I still have it, and that's okay because that means I'm also growing because I'm in places where people are doing amazing things. But I also don't want to lose sight and forget. More flowers to you, Patty. It's your flower episode. You're doing great things, man. This is I'm talking to you in the future, man. You're doing great things. So keep doing your thing. Lock in. Have fun. Enjoy the moment. You can't go back. I was listening to one of the podcasts, Diary of the CEO, my boy Steve Bartlett. One day going to have you on the Patty Show. But I forgot who it was. But a lot of the people that he interviews obviously are celebrities and stuff. And these people can't go out to restaurants, man. I'm glad I can drive my car and no one stops me. I'm glad I could walk around the block, with little pup Cody, for example, and someone's like, oh, doesn't stop me, and I don't have like death threats. So I'm gonna enjoy my time while I have some of my privacy right now. Enjoy, but also I don't have privacy because whenever in college, I don't want to, I don't know if the tapes are out there. I don't know which episode I mentioned, but whenever I do something, they can find me. I stick out like a sore thumb. Fairfield University, predominantly white school. One of the only Asian males that are above 5'10" out there, so it's really easy to spot me. Let's say that. So grateful for my privacy now, but yeah, I'm just trying to be more present, enjoy the moment, and have fun. Okay, life's too short to not have fun, y'all. Segment 2, expert insights. Everyone that have been on the Patty Show from like episode 1 till 39 right now has their own expertise. I've had people that are super young, like my brother, for example. My brother Dylan was like 20, I think, in the episode 19 or something like that, telling about his, little nuances and stories and little nuggets of life and how it impacted him differently. Even though we're a family, he was raised in Indonesia for quite some time and had some different experiences compared to me, and that's such a cool part about, living your life. You realize even though you could be raised together like my other brothers and cousin and everything, you can be completely different people, because of how you perceive things in life. So there were just so many great moments of the Patty Show, and I'm so grateful that I've had all my guests. Y'all got to show love to everybody over there. Like, man, everybody, arigato, all the flowers, man. Some personal growth and lessons learned. I've learned to really lean on pleasure and love myself, man, because there's some days, yeah, it's tough. Wake up and those old insecurities come back a lot, honestly. Like I said, the imposter syndrome, especially being a personal trainer, man. I remember seeing myself not knowing how to do any of the fitness stuff, really thinking like, man, I'll never be fit. I'll still just be that kid from up, And even though, I'm not in the best shape of my life, whatever that means, I'm so proud of the progress I made, and I got to acknowledge that. That's the main thing. You have to acknowledge your wins. Don't linger too long, because then what ends up happening is you just stay stagnant, but acknowledge your wins, marinate in them, and enjoy them, because they're not going to come back. The wins you can look back at, like I can look back at my win, let's say, first time I did pull up, right? But at that moment, I can't go back to that exact moment where I got that first pull up. So I'm grateful, and I'm going to try to remind myself to do that, whatever goal that is. So this next coming year for me is going to be full of blessings, all that good stuff, y'all. So stay tuned to that. Let's see. How will we celebrate our own growth? That is a very good question. Well, I think we're going to upgrade some of the gear, camera gear, some microphone stuff. Trying to get some more people on the team, because doing this by myself is kind of hard. I love it. I'm very passionate, but a busy guy. So if anyone's looking for some, podcast experience, internship stuff, you know where to find me at Patty Show Podcast at gmail.com, I believe. If not, you can find the links at pattyshow.podbean.com and pattysetiadi.com/podcast. Has all that info. But I think I want to really expand the podcast and just keep interviewing amazing guests. And there's a lot of new guests with great insight coming soon. I've recorded a couple episodes already, but really great experiences. Sneak peek into the next episodes. So I kind of tease this a little bit, but I have a lot of great, talented people from all walks of life, all aspects of life, not just walks of life, but yeah, all aspects of life that I've met through friends of friends. Some of them I've met for the first time, or some of them I've only talked for a couple of hours and realized that we are long lost siblings, so it's super exciting. There's some episodes where I travel to certain places where some people travel to me. That's all I can really tease on the next coming episodes, but like I said, I'm so grateful. I'm going to say it a million times, probably a million, trillion times, but there's a lot of great things coming on the Patty Show. Just keep locking in, tuning in. It's going to be a fun little blast. What topics would I like to be explored in the future, and who would I like to see as a guest? Okay, topics I want to see in the future. I think I'm going to experiment with this, but trying to do episodes where we can have all three of the themes, passion, pleasure, positivity, into one episode, so we can kind of get the aspect of every single guest would be really cool. I really want to try that. Maybe adding some fun games in there. Like I said, this all originated from that late night talk show vibe that I really want to eventually have fully myself. And some guests I want to have. If we're talking big celebrity names, John Cena would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, that'd be cool. So he's on his retirement tour. I know he's a bad guy or whatever, but that's still my hero. Okay, so forget y'all. I love John Cena. That's my boy. And I mentioned Steve Bartlett, man. Listening to your podcast all the time, brother. It's super inspiring. Started from one. I think I'm on 2022 when you started releasing stuff. So it's gonna take me a while to catch up, because you're super consistent as well. So I've learned a lot from your podcast and how you kind of set things up, and produce things. So super great, and I hope I can have you. And of course, my boy Nick Cannon and all the homies out there. Come on now. I did try to message Nick Cannon. So if you didn't see that message, bro, because your team, hope you're watching it right now. But would love to have you on the Patty Show podcast, bro. Want to learn about how you became such a great host, how you have multiple baby mamas, and how I can replicate that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. One baby mama for me for now. That I know a lot of things can change. But yeah, I want to learn a lot about that, especially your entrepreneurial, is that how you say it? Spirit. So those are probably some of the guests that I really want to have on the Patty Show. When it comes to some of my friends, there's a lot that I couldn't get. And yeah, y'all know who you are. We have a lot coming that I need to have on the show. We'll try to figure it out some way, but I don't want to do it through Zoom. I really want to do it in person. Be a fun time. Speaking of Zoom, I do have a podcast interview with my boy Rocco on the Room Show. Man, that was a great episode, my man. Fun time. Thanks for having me on the show, talking about my fitness background, my passions and everything. We talk about wrestling, horror movies. Oh, man. When I'm in Philly, man, I got to hit you up. That's when we'll do the Patty Show podcast. But shout out to my boy Rocco. Super fun time. Y'all got to check out his podcast. It's everywhere. The GRUE space RUME show. Super fun time. So grateful to be a podcast guest. Such a blessing, man. I wish it was in person because we vibed really well, but soon we'll get the episode out. So arigato to you. And let's see, highlights and key takeaways. Let's see. Well, like I said, y'all, this episode has been a blessing. It's been reflective. Cried a little bit, maybe a lot. Thanks for bearing with me, y'all. Very emotional guy. So yeah, I'm just grateful for 27. I'm grateful for my older self to watch this episode. I'm grateful for my kids to watch this episode. Love y'all kids. Stay in school, all that good stuff. Pursue your personal paradise, passion, pleasure, positivity, all that good stuff. Hopefully mom is treating you right too. And mom is treating Patty right. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm just so grateful. This is the Patty Show, y'all. Episode 39. Episode 40 coming real soon. I think we're going to talk a little bit about pleasure. Got a fun one coming along. This is going to be a good episode. I just remembered who is doing that one. So, y'all, thank you for tuning in on the Patty Show. Stay healthy. Stay blessed. Be grateful for what you do have, not what you don't have. Of course, be ambitious. But, y'all, we can't go back to the moment right now. So let's enjoy it. Live our best lives. Our personal paradise is right here. Let's just expand upon it and give love. And happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to all the Geminis. I know I'm going to get some flack on that, but stay healthy. All that good energy, positivity, passion, pleasure, positivity. Arigato. Thank you again, everybody. And I'm going to end with a little arigato, but also find us at Patty Show Podcast, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff. Don't forget pattyshow.podbean.com, pattysetiadi.com/podcast. And support the Seed and Spark for our short film. My brother wrote, something good going on. And yeah, just keep doing y'all thing. I love y'all so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Gracias. Obrigado. Xie. What is it? Man, all the like, merci, beaucoup, all of that. More travel coming soon. And I'm going to end with a solid arigato. Thank you so much, y'all. Arigato.
Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity. If you want to keep the Patty Party going, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and all social platforms at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. pattysetiadi.com/podcast as well as pattyshow.podbean.com have got more of your Patty Show needs. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.